This mechanical wave sweeping across these identical gray cubes represents the 2026 algorithm update, clearing thousands of automated, faceless channels from the YouTube Partner Program. YouTube's 2026 strategy targets inauthentic content, specifically mass-produced, low-effort videos that rely on automation over human creativity. In the next 5 minutes, we will take a flagged auto-generated video and restructure it into a format that meets the new quality standards. Open your video editing software, load the worst-performing video on your channel, and have your smartphone ready to record a voice memo. Adjusting your production to meet these specific filters helps insulate a channel's cash flow from future automated sweeps. Step 1 is the audit. Look at the project timeline for your video right now to diagnose the core problem. This diagram shows a common failure point, a single unbroken audio track sitting under a single video block. This typically indicates a synthetic text-to-speech engine reading raw facts without any pacing adjustments. And here, the timeline highlights static images that do not move or change over long durations. The final issue is the use of off-the-shelf templates. When thousands of other channels upload the exact same visual structure, the algorithm identifies the pattern as spam. If an editing timeline shows signs of being generated in 30 seconds, it will fail the 2026 inauthentic content test. Now that we have audited the timeline, we will restructure the script and the audio track. This mockup shows the first adjustment. We are replacing generic robotic text with personal anecdotes, rhetorical questions, and specific creator opinions. Record a 10-second intro or outro using your real human voice. This explicitly frames the video with your own perspective. If you use text-to-speech, you must manually customize the tone, pacing, and cadence. Outsourcing audio entirely to an automated tool without these tweaks often leads to demonetization. YouTube's current monetization framework prioritizes human perspective and creator presence over automated outputs. With the audio layer fixed, we can now address the visual layers of the project. Delete all static images from the timeline, replace them with dynamic stock footage, or apply motion effects to ensure constant visual activity. Insert a jump cut every few seconds. This forces a visual reset and creates a deliberate pace. This abstract timeline starts as a single flat track. To add depth, we are manually placing animated text overlays and secondary B-roll layers on top of the base footage. Notice how the project structure changes. These edits create a staircase of staggered media and microcuts. A dense, multi-layered timeline serves as the primary technical signal of human effort to YouTube's detection systems. Now that the video is exported, move the workflow into the YouTube Studio dashboard. Update the video titles and thumbnails. These should reflect the new human perspective added to the script, rather than appearing as generic automated lists. In this mock-up of the description box, we have added a bold Creator's Note section. This is where you explicitly detail the human editing process and the creative intent behind the video. Warning tone: do not update the metadata for every video on the channel at the same time. Limit updates to 10 or 15 videos per day. Gradual, methodical updates demonstrate authentic curation, while massive batch changes can trigger automated spam filters. If your channel has already received a suspension or demonetization notice, follow this recovery protocol. Freeze all channel uploads for 72 hours. Use the transformed video as the proof of change for your appeal, walking the reviewer through your manual editing steps. This 72-hour freeze creates a system reset, providing the time needed to build a documented case for manual reviewers. This sequence of parts locking into a unified, complex structure represents our final result. We have integrated disconnected AI outputs into a dynamic, original video. Compare the humanized output against the original mass-produced clone. The difference in manual effort is now clearly visible to both viewers and algorithms. Apply this exact workflow to your next 5 uploads to establish a consistent pivot in quality. If you run a faceless music or automation channel, click the link on screen to review niche-specific compliance rules. Demonstrating clear human intent and original value provides the most effective defense for a channel's monetization in the 2026 landscape.
What to do? How to make AI videos that can never be banned.
Methodical. We have reached a point where high-end generation engines can synthesize an ultra-realistic, lip-synced human character entirely from text. Generating professional-grade video is now a straightforward technical task. The real challenge is navigating YouTube's strict new compliance algorithms to ensure the content remains eligible for monetization. To maintain a functional channel, you have to pair the Kling 2.6 generation engine with a precise mastery of YouTube-specific upload disclosures. You will need 3 tools to execute this workflow: a ChatGPT account for scripting, the HFL AI generation platform, and your YouTube Studio dashboard. Mastering this specific sequence ensures your generated content remains on the platform, allowing you to build a library of monetizable assets without triggering an immediate suspension. Step 1 is engineering a master prompt. You need to explicitly isolate 3 distinct variables: the character's physical design, the background environment, and the specific motion instructions. This detail is necessary because YouTube's authentic content standard penalizes generic, copied, or repetitive automated scripts that lack original creative input. This flowchart illustrates how the algorithm filters out uniform, low-effort slideshow formats while rewarding highly original narrative structures. Embedding detailed narrative variables directly into your prompt acts as a signal of original work, which protects your channel status within the monetization system. Original, layered scripting is a mandatory technical requirement for any channel relying on automated generation. Once your script is ready, move to the HFL AI interface. Select the Kling 0.1 model, as it is highly optimized for generating high-fidelity static images. Input your engineered character prompt and lock the output to a 2K resolution aspect ratio to ensure the asset has enough detail for the animation phase. Generate several variations to isolate the most consistent character and background visuals for your specific scene. Download these static files to your local drive. Organizing these assets now is a logistical necessity before moving into temporal animation. These high-fidelity images serve as the foundational blueprints the engine requires to render realistic movement later. Navigate back to the main interface and switch the system to the Kling 2.6 video model. Upload your image blueprints and input the specific motion and dialogue text prompts you engineered. There is a common point of failure in this menu: the hidden audio toggle. You must click it to active. Without this specific parameter, the engine cannot generate the synchronized lip movement data needed to match your script. Set your sequence duration limits, typically 5 or 10 seconds, before initiating the rendering process. For advanced edits, you can use the object replacement parameter to swap specific variables in your scene using an @ command. Correct configuration of the Kling 2.6 engine is what transforms flat images into broadcast-ready speaking characters. After assembling your rendered clips, begin the upload sequence in YouTube Studio. YouTube mandates disclosing highly realistic generated media to keep viewers informed about what they are watching. Unrealistic visuals do not require disclosure. A neon unicorn galloping through a crystal galaxy is exempt from the rule. However, for realistic human avatars, you must locate the altered content toggle in the Add Details section of the upload flow. Selecting Yes for disclosure does not result in algorithmic suppression. YouTube's policies state that this transparency does not limit your audience reach or ad revenue. Failing to disclose realistic AI generation can lead to severe penalties, including content removal or the loss of your monetization status. Proactive, accurate disclosure is a standard requirement that protects your channel status from these administrative penalties. By following this protocol, you produce a digital character that blinks, speaks, and turns their head with professional consistency. The required transparency label appears here in the expanded description box, confirming the video is compliant with platform rules. You have now manufactured a video asset that provides original value while adhering to the platform's technical standards. You can access the linked repository below for the prompt architectures and object replacement templates used in this guide. Subscribe for further updates on navigating automated production and platform compliance. Developing a workflow that balances high-end generative output with platform compliance allows for a consistent professional production cycle that meets YouTube's current standards.